welcome to this. We'll figure out the specifics and stuff, but welcome to my Run and Bun Nuzlocke. I'm Mr. Quinja, as you know. Welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. But anyway, so we're doing a Nuzlocke of Run and Bun. I kind of recorded a few of my previous sections, but since I didn't have OBS in my computer, I kind of resorted to using my emulators recording, and it took me like 3 or 4 times to notice that I had to rename it, rename the file every time, and also start the recording, because it would open menu and then you have to click start, and then you also have to rename it, otherwise it re-records a section. So it's like 2 sections I re-recorded on accident, because I just didn't know what I was doing. But I got a little bit. I'm going to show you guys the box while I also get the Pokemon I need for my next fight. So first up, we got our party right here. Let's start with our starter actually. Hold on, let's move all the way down here. There we go. Okay, so we got a mild Turtwig. I was like, it's not Turtera. There's the last one. Anyway, we got the Shelmark, of course. I'm pretty sure hidden abilities are guaranteed with the starters in this game. And we got, honestly, a pretty solid one. 31 attack is good. Minus defense is not great, especially for plus special attack. We would have much rather plus attack. 1 speed I don't think is great, but it's a Torterra. Like, it's not going to be outspeeding much anyway. HP, it's pretty decent, and max defenses is really nice. Again, I'm pretty sure starters are guaranteed 3 perfect IVs, so getting both defenses and attack to be maxed out is huge. I think honestly, I think those are the best ones. Only thing we could have probably done better is nature, but I'll still take what I can get, you know what I mean? I gotta give this a berry too before I forget. Next one is, we caught this a while ago, on, where is it? Route 106. This is a Choodle, this is still, there we go. So, it's okay. It's minus attack, which is not great, but it is 24 attacks, so that's pretty good. Most of these, like, I've noticed I've been getting really crazy stats. Like, most of them are in their double digits. I don't know what that says for the rest of the game. Like, if I'm just using up all my luck on these, like, okay Pokemon, you know what I mean? But still. Yeah, so this is minus attack, but it's plus defense, which is nice. Only 14 is not great. Only 2 Sped F, 7 HP. Like, it's not the greatest Pokemon in the world, but it gets the job done. I'm pretty sure it has Shell Armor, yeah. So that's still pretty good. I love a Shell Armor Pokemon because I don't have to worry about critical hits. Next, we got Gossifleur, which I went into this thinking this was shit because I already got the Grass starter. No, it turns out this is actually a goated Pokemon. Plus special attack nature is pretty nice, but minus defense is not great. Would have loved to see minus attack, of course, is like Modest would have been nice, or a plus defense slash Sped F minus attack would have been nice. I wouldn't mind minus speed on this Pokemon because I don't think you exactly use. I don't think Eldegoss is the fastest Pokemon, just in general. So that wouldn't have been bad. Apologies. I should not drink that much fizzy water, but anyway. Yeah, so this is not bad either. Like 22 defense, 15 HP, and 8 Sped F. 8 Sped F is not great, but 22 defense is pretty good, although it is minus defense nature, which is not ideal. But it does hit pretty hard with that like modest 22 special attack. Yeah. Or it's not modest, but like, you know what I mean, right? Like the plus special attack nature. Next is this Carvana. I'm gonna box this right now because I don't think I need it for this upcoming battle. I don't know if you could, I don't remember. I think someone mentioned this gets Intimidate. I don't actually remember, but this one has Rough Skin, which is not, might be useful actually. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it has pretty shit stats. Like 9 attack is not great. 9 HP, and then 15 speed is okay, but it's also neutral nature, so there's no boost in any of the stats. So it's okay, you know, it's not terrible. Next is Sneasel. Okay, this guy, right? Like, I went into the ice floor on Granite Cave because I wanted to get Amora, because, you know, I'm the Amora guy. I beat Sword and Shield with just Amora. It's my favorite Pokemon of all time. Of course I wanted to try to get it. As it turns out, it's not like a great strategy, as you usually want to try to get the Togedemaru, and you actually want to delay your Granite Cave encounter to try to get Togedemaru. It's as far as I understood it, or like if you want Sneasel, like you get some of the other ice types first before coming back here for Sneasel. But I just got it first try, which is pretty crazy. Not only that, as you can see, it's an adamant Sneasel, and I got 28 attack, 28 speed, 29 HP, 18 defense, 9 speed F, but like, you know, it's Sneasel, it's not really living many hits. The 31 special attack is just comical, but like, still, 28 adamant is insane, 28 speed is insane. This Pokemon is a monster. I absolutely loving the fact that I got Sneasel my go. Yeah. So, really happy about that one. And Inner Focus, which is nice, prevents flinching. And then Fletchender, I also thought this guy wasn't very good, but apparently he's good, as far as I've, like, seen. Or at least I remember Moxie, I think, mentioned it in his video that I watched recently. That this is, like, one of the goats you can get. It is minus defense, which is not great, but it's plus F, so I guess it kind of balances out. Also pretty wild stats. Yeah, like I said, like I've been getting crazy stats in some of these Pokemon, like 24 attack, 27 speed, 22 special attack. So I'm pretty sure this Pokemon can go mixed. 28 HP, and then defenses are in the 10s, but like everything else is in 20s, and this is a random Pokemon. Like how? What? That's crazy. So that's the ones I have in my party right now. Then we've got the female Salandit. Now, I think it's guaranteed to be female, because it'd be pretty crazy if I managed to just get a female one, and, like, you know, 90% of the other ones are useless, practically. I don't know if corrosion is guaranteed either, but, you know, this one has corrosion. And stat-wise, max speed F, but minus nature is okay. 20 special attack is pretty good, plus speed is nice, but it's only 15. 18 HP is pretty good, defense is pretty good. Overall, a pretty solid Pokemon, I think. This will be nice later on too, because I know Salazzle gets Encore, and, you know, Corrosion, it's a good Pokemon. Then this is the first stinker right here, you know, it got Guts, so I was like, okay, this is great. But then you go into the here, it's plus special attack, which is useless, and then you check the stats, that, ooh, 8 attack, 1 speed, 3 defenses, and it's minus speed F too, and then just 10 HP. So this one's kind of a stinker. I think it's still usable, because at the end of the day, it has Guts as an ability, so I think that's good. I don't know if that keeps it for the evolutions, though. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is guaranteed to be, what's his name? Hitmonlee, because it has a higher attack stat than defense, but I don't remember how it works. I should look it up, because, I mean, I'm not going to use this guy anytime soon, but if I ever have, like, for Norman or something like that, and we need a fighting type, this guy does exist, and I know people do use the Hitmon Pokemon in this game, so might be worth to take a look. But yeah, there's this guy. Next we got our Growlithe. This guy was also apparently one of the goats of the early game. Intimidate, which is crazy. Jolly, which is crazy. Unfortunately, we got 0 attack, which is kind of unfortunate. But, you know, the rest of the stats are pretty solid, like 17 speed, plus nature for the speed, minus special attack. Like, I think this is overall what you would want on a Growlithe, but it is 0 attack, which is kind of unfortunate. But, you know, you can get everything, right? Like, everything else is already pretty good. I'm in no position to complain. Then we got, oh, no, not that. There we go. We got ourselves a Zigzagoon. Gluttony, I don't know if that turns into Guts or not. I'm really hoping it turns into Guts, because, I know this is one of the Pokemon that gets Guts Facade, Stab Facade, which is crazy. Like in Obstagoon. I don't know how good Obstagoon is, but I'm pretty sure it has potential to be very good. And it's also a Dark type, which I know is like a good type to have. Same with Fairy, but I don't have a Fairy type yet. Stat-wise, also pretty good. 14 speed with plus nature is very good. 14 attacks is not bad. It's definitely super usable. And then, again, everything is in the double digits. I don't know how I'm pulling this. Like, it's actually wild. But there you go. Yeah. And lastly is Corphish over here, which we did get the Shalamer, which I think is the ability you want on this thing. Hasty, you know, minus defense not great, but again, another Pokemon with all double digits on the stats, like 10 attack, not the greatest, but I think definitely usable. This is one of the few Pokemon that I don't think you want Jolly, because Product is pretty slow already, so I think we would have rather, like, Adamant, probably, of course, but, you know, still, we'll definitely take what we can get, like, absolutely, no question about it. Yeah. On the fights that we've missed, let me go back to the dock and like highlight any particular like outliers. So this one wasn't bad, this one wasn't bad, this one wasn't bad. This is the metronome one. Yeah, so on this metronome trainer, right, on Spinda, I actually almost lost my Zigzagoon, because if I remember correctly, Spinda used, I don't remember what it got, but I think it got like Infestation. It got a trapping move. I think it was Wrap. And I was already pretty low, and I was about to die. Oh yeah, I got Poison Sting, so I got poisoned, and then it got wrapped, so I got trapped and poisoned. So I was like, damn it, you know, this would have been a really good Pokemon. I'm about to lose it. And then Metronome pulled Whirlwind, which took out Zigzagoon, and then saved it in the end of the day, which was crazy. I'm really sad I don't have that on video, because that was one of the ones that I like pressed re-record and it deleted everything prior to make a new video. Which is now why I'm using OBS, hence why you can hear my voice in the same audio track. I don't know if this audio level is actually good or not. I hope it is, but this is the first attempt, so we'll see. And the same way as the, oh wait, what am I doing? I need, Growlithe, you're coming with me. Over, who am I using in my line? Not that, this. We need Sneasel, we need Salandit, we don't need Choodle. We need this guy. Nope. Over Carvana, I believe. I think that's good. Yeah. We want to lead with you. So, the line I cooked up for this upcoming fight, where are the berries? There they are. We need to give... You already have that. Who needs to hold a Pecaberry? Got my notes here. For Nidorino, so Fletchinder. Yeah, okay. Fletchinder needs to hold a Pecaberry. Or Pechaberry, I still don't know. Anyway. You need to hold this. We're gonna give an Oranberry to Growlithe. And who's my last Pokemon? Grotle, yeah, you also need to be holding one of these. Grotle is for the last one, which is Luxio. Can Luxio para me or anything like that? Should I give my Cherry Berry instead? Let me see. I believe Spark can do that. I think I had a not Citrus, Oranberry on Cugs, but I think it can get away with just using a Cherry Berry. Ugh, sorry, Jesus. I'm not doing great on the throat there. Anyway, yeah, maybe, because my line has me going Nidorino, and then trying to get a burn with Fletchinder, Flame Body. If I get the burn, then we should be fine. If I get poisoned twice because of Poison Tail, then we're in a bit of trouble. There's also Poison Point to watch out for. I forgot about that. Good thing I remember now. Yeah, I kind of wanted it to damage a little bit with Fletchinder, because then if things get out of control, it's going to be Poison Tailing, and then I can go into Salandit, and Salandit takes basically nothing from this. Even if it's a crit, like, it guaranteed, like, 3% chance to 3-hit KO if all these are crits, if I remember, like, if I'm reading this correctly. So that's not bad at all, and then Flame Burst is guaranteed to be a 3-hit KO after Black Sludge recovery. So I think I'm fine to, like, switch into Fletchinder, get one Aerial Ace off, which does, you know, it's basically a guaranteed 3-hit KO. And then after that, like, if I'm still healthy, I can stay in. If I'm at risk, you know, we can switch to Salandit. Essentially, both of these are supposed to handle Nidorino. And this comes in. What do you see on Salandit? So, Spark is the highest damaging move, but I don't think it's a guaranteed kill. So, I think it's random move. I don't know. I don't remember how that works. Because I've been kinda... Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. There we go. Apologies about that. So, there we go. That's just a thing for editing me, I guess, because I'm probably just gonna cut that out. But anyway. So, Flame Burst is a guarantee to hit KO, and then Spark. We should also be fine in this front. I wouldn't maybe mind giving Salandit a... I don't know. I don't know if I prefer Oran or Cherry. What is the Spark para chance? It's 30 or 10? $30. Okay, yeah, I should probably have a Cherry Berry then. Yeah, because it's like I just beat this guy, right? Like with he's gonna go for double kick after I switch in, and then I should be fine with. Yeah, I don't think I need Oran Berry for this guy. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna give a Cherry Berry to Grottle, and we should be fine. Just in case. Okay, so this should be fine. If I've done my lines correctly, IPOM is guaranteed to fake out on turn 1, which we take like really easily. Even a crit shouldn't do anything, and since we're inner focus, we're immune to flinching, so that gives us a guaranteed feint attack, and then we're faster on the second turn, so we can kill it with feint attack. That should bring in Nidorino if I'm correct. If Nidorino comes in, we go into Fletchender, fish for the burn. If Fletchender is at risk, we switch to Salandit, finish up with Salandit. If Luxio comes in, we just go Turt, and then Turt should be able to finish it off, like, no problem. Because, you know, look at this damage, right? And then we got Sand Tomb and Razor Leaf. So, yeah, we should be fine. It's just a random trainer, too. But I figured I should record at least one fight, so you know it's in the channel, and also to test audio and stuff like that. You probably just speed this up. There we go. Okay, so I believe our next fight is this guy. Yeah, I think, right? Ricky. Yeah, this is our next fight. Okay, so here's the IPOM. So this should be a guaranteed fake out, if I understand this game correctly. Let me just double check how much we're taking, just in case. Yeah, like we live a crit double hit, which is the strongest move, so we're fine regardless. This should be a guaranteed fake out, and we feint attack. Oh, no, so I didn't go for fake out. But again, it's fine, because we live a crit double hit. Sand attack. Okay. Not something I accounted for. Really? I guess it doesn't see a kill, so that makes sense. Well, I'm down to just do this again. Yeah, okay. Nice. That's good, that's good. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure we live a double kick from Nidorino. I mean, I'm not going to stay in, but... no, never mind, we don't. I was going to say, like, because I thought this was crit damage, so I was like, what? But no. Yeah, obviously, we don't want to stay in here. So, we go into Yukiko to switch into the double kick, and hopefully this gets a burn. That would be the ideal scenario. Nice! Okay, we did get the burn, so that helps a lot with damage. Yeah, we're just gonna aerial ace here for some chip. Alright, no poison. So now that it's burnt, yep, this, status, burned. And we are at 31 HP. Sorry, just gonna double check this. 60%. Poison Tail crit is max doing 13 damage, so we're still super fine. And poison, even with poison, I think we should be fine because oh yeah, we still have our Pega Berry. Nice. And then we should be able to just finish it off here. Nice. And this should guarantee... Actually, do we die to most of its moves? I think we do. So this baits in Bite or Spark, because Double Kick shouldn't kill. Oh, guarantee 2 hit KO, actually. Oh, we're at 31%, I'm stupid. So yeah, this guarantees Spark, which is nice. Because that's why we have the Cherry Berry on Grottle. Intimidate comes in, not that it really matters much. Pokemon, and then we go into Grottle here. There we go. No para. That's fine, because we had Cherry Berry anyway. Now we Sand Tomb here. Okay, that's not ideal. One more Razor Leaf, and this fight is over. As long as we don't get flinched more billion times. I mean, we have outs if we do, but still. There we go. Alright, well, that is Tuber Ricky, right? Yeah, that's Tuber Ricky. Yippee! I believe that is the second to last fight in the beach, or is it the last one? Yeah, there's one more in this one. No, wait. Or in this one. Yeah, there's one more after this. So we beat this one, and this is focus now. And we'll do that next time. I just wanted to do one for, you know, the sake of doing one in a video. A proper video now that I'm using OBS. We're just gonna go back to the Pokemon Center, heal, and save, and we'll leave it there for today. And there we go. Save. And there we go. Alrighty. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.